guys, I thought I would pop in and talk about what I'm reading right now. So I first read Magnolia Parks last summer, and I wouldn't say that I loved it, but I would say that it totally stuck in my mind, and that is why I'm rereading it right now, because I'm in the mood for something like super Gossip Girl-esque, and that this has that to a T. So I just wanted something like easy, fun, fast, dramatic, and this ticks all of those boxes. Apparently Jessa Hastings just came out with a new book, and like people are mad because they want her to like finish the series. I never got past the first book, to be honest, in the series. I tried the second one and it just wasn't for me. Maybe because I like the characters in this book more, but yeah, it is undoubtedly very, very entertaining. So if you want something quick and juicy, check this out. I've also been reading this for like over a week now. This is Elena Ferrante's My Brilliant Friend from the Neapolitan Cycle, which has 4 books in it. I really, really like her other novels. I'm gonna forget the names right now. The Lost Daughter and The Days of Abandonment. I've read both of those and devoured them so much. And something about this one is a lot slower, so I'm finding it harder to get into, even though I'm like halfway through. I've tried to read this before and quit, but it was during like a period of my life when, this sounds so dramatic, it was during a period of my life when I was in like a lot of pain, and so I associate it with all of that pain, so it's kind of like, you know, I think that might also be like ruining the experience for me in a way. But yeah, she is such a good writer. Oh my god, she's so good. I'm also listening to on audiobook Embrace the Serpent. It just came out on the 24th, so this Tuesday, publishing Tuesday, and it's really good so far. I've zoomed through it. I'm like 50% in. I always listen to audiobooks while I do my nails, and the time just flies by because I take an hour to do each hand. If you're wondering, I use builder gel, and that's why it takes so long. But honestly, okay, now I'm just talking about nails, but honestly, I think that the prep for any sort of like gel or acrylic nail, that's what takes the longest in actuality. Like, that is what takes all of the time, not even like the coats of polish. That takes no time. What was I talking about? I'm listening to Embrace the Serpent on audiobook. So tonight I'm planning on having a very cozy night in. I'm already in my nightgown. My dog is here. Me and my mom got takeout. My brother and my dad are out of town still, so that's why we were able to eat takeout. And I was like, yes. I got tom kha soup, if you saw in the last video, and it was so good. So now I'm having a cozy night in. There's no Love Island tonight, so I'm gonna satiate myself with reading, and hopefully I can finish some of these books tonight because I would like to do that. It is now Sunday, and I think I'm gonna go downtown to a coffee shop to write today. I have some friends coming into town tomorrow, so my mom and I have to prep a decent bit to get everything ready for them to stay. So I'm gonna be doing that a lot today as well. But I got like 75% of the way through Embrace the Serpent last night, and I was enjoying it, to be honest, and I'm kind of surprised at myself because usually I don't know, in the past, like, year or so, I found myself having a harder and harder time connecting with like the new romantasy books that are coming out for whatever reason, because they all just kind of feel the same to me. But I really like the tropes in this one, and I can't say anything without actually spoiling it, but it's very much reminding me of Howl's Moving Castle, actually, which I freaking love that movie so much. And honestly, it's kind of like that aspect of it is like carrying it for me, and I'm having such a good time listening to it and reading it, and maybe I'll even have to buy a physical copy because I'm really enjoying it, surprisingly. It says it's supposed to be a standalone, and like I said, I'm like 3/4 of the way through, and I have no idea how they're gonna wrap this up, to be honest, because it feels like it's building to be a series. So that aspect of it I am a little worried about. I'm like, how are we gonna wrap all of this up, because there is a lot going on. Hopefully I'll finish Magnolia Parks today as well, and I only wrote like 300 words yesterday. So hopefully I can get back to like my usual pace if I go downtown today. There's also this vintage festival happening at the refinery that I might drop by. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's free entry, so I've been looking for a like I don't know how to describe this, like a Western style belt to cinch some of my dresses. So I might drop by that festival as well and see what's going on. Also, my outfit, if anyone cares. This top is from Francesca's. I really love it. It's super like flowy and see-through. And then this dress that I'm wearing underneath with like the ruffles and everything, I thrifted years ago. It's from a brand called, hold on to your hats, it's from a brand called Sassy Bling. I love that so much. So I'm not sure that the white and the tan is like really working together, but I love the silhouette of it that I've got going on. I don't know, I feel like if I had some white shoes it would pair together perfectly, but I don't. I have a pair of white heels, but they're like 4 inches, and why would I do that to myself? It's not a heel sort of day, so I'm just wearing my Birkenstocks, and if it looks a little off, it looks a little off, but I love the silhouette so much that I'm like, I don't care. I'm back. I've been up since 7:30, and to be honest, I don't think I should have gotten up that early because I've been very, very cranky this whole day. It's like 2 o'clock now. I get up when my dog gets up. When she wants to go to the bathroom, that's when I get up. So I really am just like a servant to her whims, and this morning it was 7:30, so I'm not a morning person by any means. I think I was an REM, to be honest, because I woke up and I genuinely felt like I was like being raised from the dead. I was like, oh my gosh, I was definitely in the middle of REM. But anyway, I've barely done anything this morning. I forced myself to work out. I've had lunch and breakfast, and then I just forced myself to go run errands because I desperately needed to refill some products. I was out of shampoo, conditioner, makeup remover, and some Aquaphor and some other things, so that was very much needed. I was also out of coffee grounds. My friends arrived today from North Carolina, and I'm so excited for them to come. They're gonna arrive sometime around like 8 or 9, 7 tonight, 7, 8, 9 tonight. So today is gonna be the last day of this video for sure. I also got some book mail, which I don't know if I'll put those clips in before or after this video. You will never believe how much I paid for these 6 books right here. $35. I paid $35 for 6 books on Book Outlet's like huge blowout sale, and I saw the Instagram ad for it and I was like, yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna fall prey to that marketing, because 6 books for $35. $35 is like one hardcover plus tax at Barnes & Noble these days, so I hopped on that right away. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly, and then I will talk about the books that I just finished yesterday. So the first book I got is Last Summer in the City by, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure this person is Italian, ? And I just butchered that so hard. But forward by Andrea Simon, and obviously I love Call Me By Your Name so much, so this has been pitched to me as something similar, you know, like a very Euro summer type book, so I'm excited to read this one. I have this one on Goodreads already. Next is Biography of X by Catherine Lacey. This has been on my Goodreads TBR for forever. I'm pretty sure it's Sapphic ? Yeah, I don't know, but I've heard a lot of good things about this. Severance by Ling Ma. This has also been on my TBR forever. This is my first Rachel Cusk novel. I've just seen this all over the internet so many times, not even Parade, but just Rachel Cusk. has been pitched to me, so I'm excited to try this one. This one actually came in hardback. I love a slim book like this. It's so elegant. And then this is the only Sally Rooney book I haven't read, so I'm excited to try this out. I've heard like mixed things about this book. You either like love it, like this is your favorite Sally Rooney, or you don't like it at all. So I don't know, but if it was $6, so. And then lastly, I got Model Home by River Solomon. I love a haunted house story, especially one that plays with the idea and trope of a haunted house, and that's how this was pitched to me, so I can't wait to read this as well. I am trying to get over my grumpiness and gather my enthusiasm that I had last night when I did finish Embrace the Serpent, because I remember saying when I was filming yesterday that I had no idea how they were going to wrap it up. They did a good job. I also remember saying that it was very much giving Howl's Moving Castle. That just continued and continued to increase throughout the book, and now I think I will not be able to think of this book without thinking of Howl's Moving Castle. It made me want to like rewatch the movie. And you know what? If you don't want it spoiled for you, I don't know how much of a spoiler this would actually be, but the reason I keep talking about Howl's Moving Castle is because the male main character in this book is a shapeshifter, and the way he interacts with the female main character is very much how Howl interacts with Sophie. He can shapeshift her as well, change her appearance. So I think I ended up giving it 4 stars on Goodreads. Like, the plot was just very solid. I really didn't have any complaints. The character growth, chef's kiss. Honestly, I think it could have been turned into a series and I would have kept reading. Like, I enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this author from now on. I also finished Magnolia Parks yesterday. By the end of the book, I definitely felt myself wishing for it to be over just because the plot is very repetitive. It definitely does not follow the traditional style, like save the cat type plot at all. And I love breaking structure. That is something that is so me. I love James Joyce's Ulysses, for example, even though I never would have been able to read it by myself without the help of, I took a class on it at university. I love breaking structure, but there's a reason we also don't break plot structure and we follow, the rhythm of it, because it works. And the thing about Magnolia Parks is I think after a while, the plot structure that the author has set up is very boring, repetitive. You can basically predict what's going to happen. And the major bone I have to pick with it is I think a ton of stuff from the last 100 pages could be cut out and it wouldn't change a thing. It wouldn't change how the story ends. So I don't know. I kind of walked away from it this time feeling very meh. But I also recognize that I think I just like fell out of the mood that I was in when I picked it up and wanted to start reading it again, and that might be why I'm coming off as like antagonistic towards it. So it's just with a grain of salt. I still haven't finished My Brilliant Friend. I was hoping to finish the book in this video, but I did not. I just started a new audiobook. I'm continuing with this series. I'm reading the second book in the series called Rebel Witch. Just started it, got it from Libby on audiobook, and I've already am like an hour and 30 minutes in, and damn, she's keeping this shit moving. It's already very intense. I read or saw somewhere or watched somewhere on YouTube that it's a very good sequel, so that's what compelled me to pick it up and start reading again, because I love a good sequel. It builds really well off the first book. Like, count me in for that. Okay, I think that this is the end of this video. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.